Hello and welcome to another Scratch tutorial. Today we will be making an operating system, like Windows or Apple. Basically what runs the computer and all the apps on it. So let's get started. Make a new project and call it operating system, and you can, so an operating system should have a kind of like a mascot or a logo. So for this one we will just take Scratch Cat, because it can be a Scratch operating system. So we will copy and paste his head into the background and delete that. So now we have our little Scratch head, which we will put in the lower corner here, make it a bit smaller. Then we can group it all, copy and paste it again, and overlap it. And now we will put this one behind our other one, and we will give it a white outline and make our outline a bit bigger. So you may not be able to see anything right now, but if we put a black rectangle behind it, it has a little cool glow. So, and if we make it a bit bigger, there, that is very nice. So let's just move it up a little bit, and let's group both together so we have the head and the little glow behind it. So there we have our little mascot. Now let's make a backdrop. So use the eyedropper tool to pick up the color of Scratch Cat, make a big rectangle and put it behind. Now you can make another rectangle that's just a little bit darker, and we can use the point change tool, not sure what it's called, and then just adjust that so it's up nice, and then do that, and now we have a very cool background right there. So now we can add some apps. So maybe a good app would be, how about what did I have in my operating system? We could have a very simple music app. So we should make a little black square. Bam. And now let's just center that. Give it a white outline like Scratch Cat has. So now that we have our white outline, we'll drag this down here. And now, let's just set x to minus 100. That's just a lot nicer sounding. And then y 130, 140, 45. There. Now that looks very nice. Now we should just add a little bit of character to our button because it's just a big square. So we can add a line and a circle. And there. So we have a little music note, which the center should be white just to make it look nicer. Then we drag the stick over a bit and shrink the note itself a little bit and make that like that. Then if you want, you can make it a note with the kind of flag on top, the 8th note, like that. Now we have a little music note for our music app. So we should start coding this. Let's say when green flag clicked, go to x minus 100, y minus 145, and now we will have forever, and we will get an if then else block, if touching mouse pointer, set size to 120, and if else, set size to 100. So if you run this, whenever we're touching it, it gets a bit bigger, and we should just put that to 110. So there you have a little interactive button. And now we can have if mouse down, and then we will have wait until, no, we will have if. We will have broadcast message music, which will basically run the function of the music app. So now we will make a little music. We will have we have to have switch costume to costume 1, which we will rename button. And now we will make a little duplicate. Actually, we will call this sprite music button, and we will duplicate this, and we will call this music app. So basically, we want to make a little app that shows up when you click the music button. So we will delete that and make a new type of costume. Maybe this one will be white with a black outline. So there we have a nice little box. And now we want to go to x0, y0, so let's just set its position. And then like that. So now we will label this app. And we will delete all this, and we will have when green flag clicked, go to x0, y0, and we will hide. So that way it doesn't show up. And now we will have when I receive music, and we will show. So let's try this out. It's gone, and then boom, there it is. And now we can have a home button, which actually we should have some interactive features that make this more fun. So we will choose some loops. We can just bring that one, and we can delete the pop sound, and we can add another loop. Or how about this one? So now we will make 2 new costumes, and we will make some text. And what were these called? Electric piano is what we will call one. Electric piano. And we will just center this, make it a little bit bigger. If you hold the Alt key when you're resizing a costume or anything in the paint editor, it actually resizes it from the middle, which is kind of handy. So, and we will call this costume Electric Piano. And we will make another one and call this one Video Game, and we will edit the costume and call it Video Game. And we will center this. So now we will make code. When I receive music, switch costume to app, and then show. Then we want to go repeat 2 times. Then we'll delete the my variable. We'll make a new variable called I. So, and make it for this sprite only, and click OK. Now we will hide that. Repeat 2 times. Change I by 1, and make sure to set I to 0 at the start. And then we will have create clone of myself. So basically what this does is it makes 2 clones, and each clone has their own number. So when I start as a clone, we will have an if then else block. If I equals 1, then we will drag in forever loop, events, show, and then if touching mouse pointer, oops, actually we will put this all in if then else block, sorry, if touching mouse pointer, and we will do basically the same thing that we did for the music app button. We'll have set size to 110. Oh, and we should make it switch the costume to electric piano. Then we want if mouse down sounds start sound. Okay, stop all sounds, and we will start sound electric piano loop. And then, just so it doesn't keep on continually starting it, and we will have wait until mouse down, and then in the operators we will get a not block. Wait until not mouse down. So let's try this. Click it. Oh, wait, there's a problem. We have to make sure that we switch the costume to electric piano, like always, and then we want it to go to front layer. There. Except, oh, I know why, we have 2 different things. So we have to duplicate this and put this in the other, in the if then else, switch costume to video game, then do everything except video game 1. So we have 2 buttons which are overlaid, so easy fix. We will just open that, and we will just drag up the costumes until we are satisfied with them. So this over a little bit, and there we have it. Except they seem to be having a little glow around them. Oh, and also we should have a little white square with no border just around them, so that it's better for if it's touching the mouse and it doesn't go wonkers. So, and we will do the same for video game. That rhymed. So we should also maybe adjust this just a tiny bit so it counts for the resizing when they're touching the mouse. And so, and then if you click that, stop the other side. So now we have the music app, and we can click the music button and call this one home button. And we will make a new message right here and call it home. So, and then we should also adjust this one so it goes to like x minus 50 or so, or maybe minus 20. There. And now we will edit the home button so it has a home picture instead of a music note. So we will make a little house for the home button, another rectangle, and then we will take that point editor and then we will delete all the other little points on the sides. Makes for a bit of a pointy roof, which we can fix very easily by just adjusting it a bit. And we can edit this and drag it down. Then we can make this white. And there we have a home button. And it does the same thing, except it doesn't open the music app. But now we must code this so it has whenever I receive home, looks, hide, and then we will have delete this clone. So let's open it up, and they're gone. So we have two little apps, well, one app, and then a home screen. And we can edit our home screen so it has some nice little text on the backdrop. Let's call this one Scratch Cat, and we will make this a bit bigger, and text OS, which is short for operating system. And then we'll call this one home screen, and we will duplicate it and delete the word Scratch OS and call this app screen. So what we'll do now is when I receive music, look, switch backdrop to app screen, and broadcast home, and switch backdrop to home screen. So we have our nice little Scratch Cat OS. Open music, plays little songs. And yeah. So one more thing you can do is for the home screen button, when you click it, to stop all sounds and then broadcast home, so that way it stops music when you close the app. So that's the basics of making an operating system in Scratch. You can add more apps like games or a camera, which is really simple. You just use the video sensing blocks. But that's about all the time we have for today because it's already 18 minutes. So see you later and Scratch on!